Hi, my name's Katie McGibbon. I'm a registered nurse and I'm also one of the 5-star transformation coaches. I'm a middle-aged recovered sugar and flour addict. So my role in the 5-star transformation program is to educate you and also give you support through sugar and flour detox. Nobody should go about this alone. If you're feeling scared right now, that's normal. I was kind of freaked out of my mind. I thought ignorance was bliss, but really I was so sick of yo-yoing with my weight for the last 15 years that I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna learn about it and I'm actually going to address it. And I do not regret it for a minute. I love it. I love being on the other side of this. So speaking of being on the other side of sugar and flour addiction, here's a list of benefits that I've experienced and benefits that those within our 5-star community have reported. You will shed fat quickly and discover your right size body, balance hormones, fit in your skinny jeans, train your mind and body to crave whole food, increase confidence, energy, reduce mood swings, increase libido, reduce inflammation and pain. All of these benefits sound pretty amazing, right? It's because they are. So why do we keep eating sugar? Plain and simple, sugar is as addictive as cocaine. There's brain scans to prove this. There's research to prove this. There's books, documentaries that I can share with you so that you can read it yourself. I didn't believe it. I thought ignorance was bliss. That's why I didn't learn about it. And honestly, if it wasn't a problem, then it wouldn't be a problem to stop. These pictures are kind of funny, but they really do prove a point. Sugar has an effect on the same part of the brain as drugs, and we're going to talk about that right now. But just so you know, I've sped up my voice so that we can get through this a little bit more quickly for the sake of time. This is a picture of a part of your brain called the nucleus accumbens. I don't know if you can see that. It's toward the middle of the brain. This is the seat of pleasure, reward, and motivation. Dopamine, which is nerve cells, you've probably heard of dopamine before, activates this part of the brain. So life-sustaining activities activate the brain to release dopamine. So the life-sustaining activities that I'm talking about are sex, exercise, and eating. All of those things sustain life and continue the life of our species. Again, sex, exercise, and eating. So every time you do any of those things, you have a dopamine hit. And so it's kind of like a little bell, like ding, do that again, ding, do that again. But there is something known as too much of a good thing. So as far as addiction goes, if you have too much dopamine that's being released, then the nucleus accumbens, the cells or the receptors of the nucleus accumbens actually thin out because they're being overstimulated by too much dopamine. So too much sex, exercise, and eating will actually thin out those cells. So it takes more and more to have an effect on that part of the brain. So that's why, for example, with sex, you have pornography, and you've probably heard of it being called the new drug. The more you have of that, you have an extreme amount of dopamine released, and the part of your brain, the nucleus accumbens, is like, holy cow, that is like dopamine overload. And so that part of your brain actually thins out, and that's why it takes more and more to actually have pleasure or to even feel normal. And the same thing with drugs, the same thing with sugar. So that's what's going on with your brain and the dopamine. It's also happening with our smartphones. I came across this picture, and you've probably heard about it. They talk about it, but you do have a dopamine hit when you're looking at Instagram and you have so many comments or likes, or you look at your phone and there's a notification that you have texts. This is why teenagers, adults too, are becoming addicted to their cell phones. It's because of that dopamine hit. Now that you know what's going on with your brain when you consume sugar, we are going to move forward with today's challenge. We challenge you to drink 2 or more liters of water. If you're already drinking water, awesome. Keep drinking it. This is going to help flush out your system. It's going to help reduce your sugar cravings and prep you for tomorrow's challenge and just help with the detox process. To earn points towards the raffle at the end of the week, make sure you answer this question in the comments of the post. How much water do you commit to drinking to today? Also, make sure to tag friends or family so that they participate and you can earn those raffle tickets towards the giveaways as well.